Morning guys, I hope we're doing well. Nobody makes any good decisions on cocaine. I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. I think most people know about the health consequences. But one of the things I think people don't talk about as much is decision making whilst using cocaine. Because it leads to incredibly reckless, dangerous, impulsive behaviour. I think that is one of the biggest problems with it. Because you can end up making choices, decisions that can impact the rest of your life in one night. That is the reality of it. That is the riskiness involved of going on benders, that type of stuff. Because the brakes on decision making just go. When I look back now, how I was during my addiction is scary. It really is. It was just pure impulsivity, no brakes, no ability to think about or care about long-term consequences. Just thinking about that short-term high. And it's a terrible place to be. Because you can end up making a choice or a decision that could impact your life for years to come, your family's life. That's the nature of the drug. Logical thinking tends just to go. I'm sure if you're watching this, if you've had working through your own problems with cocaine use, you can probably relate to the type of behaviour it leads to. Stuff you wouldn't normally do when you're clean and sober. You'd think, oh, I probably won't do that. But when cocaine's involved, the brakes just come off. I think that's one of the most dangerous things with that drug. I'm 18 months now, clean and sober. And one of the things I've noticed is that I now have the brakes back on my thinking patterns. Never had that before. I would just act. I wouldn't think through potential consequences, negative outcomes. I would just act. Whereas now, that's totally changed. I can actually trust myself to make better decisions. Decisions that are maybe going to benefit my longer term future, not just a decision that's going to lead to a short term high. And that's one of the best things about staying and becoming clean and sober and getting away from cocaine. You can start to trust yourself again. You can rely on yourself to show up for yourself. I never could do that during addiction. I couldn't rely on myself for anything. No one else could rely on me either. Wouldn't show up for anything, turn up for anything, all over the place. But when you start to get away from cocaine, build up that clean time, you can start to trust yourself again. And it's one of the best feelings really of sobriety. It's not something I thought of when I started getting clean and sober. Oh, I'll be able to trust myself again. It's something that slowly happened really over time. 18 months in now, maybe just a little bit over. And that feeling that I can actually trust myself, rely on myself, show up for myself, it is great. You can't really put a price on it. Trust in yourself not to act impulsively, not to use. It's one of the best feelings. You end up being able to make decisions that are going to benefit your future, not destroy your future, because that's the reality of cocaine use. It will, and it can destroy years of your life because of the type of decisions that can be made on it. Reckless, impulsive choices. But once you get away from that, start taking back control of your life and making more positive decisions that lead to a better future. So guys, if you can relate to any of this, if you're on your own clean and sober journey, you're learning now to trust yourself more, rely on yourself, let me know in the comments how you're getting on. Because for me, it's been one of the best things of sobriety, being able to trust myself again. If you're interested in addiction recovery and rebuilding your life after, hit subscribe and let me know in the comments how you're getting on. Thanks so much, guys.